Assalamu everyone. Let's finish off our study of isms. So we had and we had a long class today, and we learned a lot. So now let's have a quick review once again. We had status, number, gender, and type. Okay. Today we're going to be covering this in this video. Status. Status is rafa, nasab, jar, light, heavy, and the flexibility, partially flexible, and what does it mean for something that is non-flexible, things like that. Flexibility. Number is basically studying of this, right? But we also talked about broken plurals and how they are treated, which are singular and feminine. Okay, and in gender we said there are real feminines. And then in the fake feminines, you have broken plurals. Those are considered singular feminine. We have anything with the tas and yas and u, right? These are considered feminine, and for the most part. And then you also have the Arab setso category. Arab setso. Now let's get into the world of type. What does type mean? Type is basically you have two. So as you can see that I said everything when it comes to the world of status, we said that everything is rafa, okay, and heavy, unless ... something happens. When it came to gender, we said everything is a masculine, unless ... right? So now when it comes to the study of type, we will know that everything is there's two types that you have to know. Okay, those two types are considered common or proper. Now everything is common unless ... which means that we need to study the world of what proper is. Okay, so let's look at proper. First of all, you have what's considered proper. Proper, another way you can look at it is by saying something that is specific, something that is known. Okay, so if I say book, I could be talking about many books, but if I say the book, right, that the means okay, I'm talking about something specific. So in Arabic, when it comes to type, there are 7 types of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 7 different types of words, 7 or isms that can be considered proper. Everything is common. First of all, everything is common unless I tell you that they are proper. Now, what are some of the things that can make things proper? Number 1. What do you think it is? Number 1, proper names. Proper names. I should use a red font or something because it's too light. Okay. Proper names. Harun, there's one and only Harun. That's me. Basically when you say Harun, you know exactly like, hey, I know which Harun I'm talking about, or Ajaz, so basically these are the proper names. A specific person you could be talking about, those are those are considered specific, those are proper. Okay, then you have pronouns. Now, when you talk about pronouns, even by the way, with names, it could be names of places and stuff as well. When I say Medina, you know exactly which city I'm talking about. Chicago, Detroit, right? So these are all proper. How about pronouns? Pronouns, when I say he, she, they, right? If you have forgotten about this, let's go back to video number 2 or so, or video 1. and it will talk about pronouns. So pronouns are he, she, they, we, I. When I say I, there's only I know exactly which person I'm talking about. So that's something that makes something specific, something proper. Pointers. Ismul Ishara, last video, right? Asma'ul Ishara, which are, that and this and these and those, right? These are all the pointers, and those are considered proper. How about Alif Lam? Alif Lam. And I think we should take a break and let's analyze the world of Alif Lams briefly. All right. Alif Lam don't think it makes something light or heavy. Okay, has nothing to do with light and heavy, right? Because I said that Muslimun, right? The light version of Muslimun is Muslimu. And yes, if you put an Alif Lam to Muslimun, it is going to be Muslimu. It's going to be Al-Muslimu. Why? Because Alif Lam hates Tanween. But it doesn't mean that... Now, when you say Muslimuna, that's the heavy version. What's the light version of it? Muslimu, right? Muslimu. Now, don't think that you can say if you add Alif Lam to Muslimuna, it's not going to become Al-Muslimu. Why? Because Una is not a Tanween. Un in is a Tanween. Una is just a heavy version. Alif Lam is not going to make it Al-Muslimu. It's going to be Al-Muslimuna. There's ayahs in Quran which says, Al-Qanitun and Al-Salihun and Al-Raki'un, Al-Sajidun, right? Alif Lam is being used and Una sound is still there. So Alif Lam does not make something light, but it does make something proper, something specific, right? And when it comes to, and it doesn't like Tanween. Okay, so when you have Muslimun, it's going to become Al-Muslimu. So that's something. So when you say al-kitab or al-muslimu or al-kitab al-muslimun, right? These are definitely some specific group of people you're talking about, some specific person you're talking about. Al-kitab, it's the book. It's a specific book that you're talking about. Then basically Alif Lam will make something proper. Okay, words that have Alif Lam, those make it proper. So now the next thing is, so we got, let's see, we got the proper names, we got the pronouns, we have the pointers, right? And then you have when something has Alif Lam, that's proper. How about another one which we already covered is when you're calling somebody. And calling someone. So when you say ya, so and so, ya Muhammad, we know that when you call somebody, it makes something light, and we learned that in our lesson of how to make something light. But it also means it must be proper as well, because when you're calling somebody, you know exactly which person you're calling, and it's somebody specific, so it will be considered proper. Okay, so then the next is Ism Mawsul. Ism Mawsul. Ism Mawsul. Alright, what are Ism Mawsul? I wanted to have a separate video just to talk about Ism Mawsul, but I don't think it's required because that'll be probably 2 minutes, but I'll just give you the words, okay? Don't worry about what the English is. Just know that when I say Ism Mawsul, I'm talking about a specific group of words, and you will know exactly why they are considered proper. Okay, let's check this out. Alladhi, alladhani, alladhina. Okay. Allati, allatani, allati, allati. Okay, what do they mean? Alladhi and allati, both. So again, this is masculine, this is feminine, and these two both means the one who. The one who. Alladhani, allatani means the, those two who, dot dot dot. And then alladhina and allati, they both means those who. Alladhina yu'minuna, those who. Okay, so they're different than hada and hadihi and dhalika and tanika and tilka. Remember the group of pointing words that I taught you? They're different than those because this has, those who, right? It's not just saying those objects. This is talking about those who, right? So these are ism mawsul. These are a small group of words, and you're gonna find them all over Quran, and you should know them. Now, anytime you say the ones who, of course, it's talking about a specific group of people, and that will make something proper. Okay, so now we have calling someone and ism mawsul. These are all proper. The seventh one is, now remember, let's do an idafa again. Okay, let's do an idafa. Kitabu Muhammad Din. Kitabu Muhammad. No, let's do another one. Kitabu Muslimin. Now, did I apply all my rules? Yes, I did, because I said that mudaf, so kitab is mudaf and Muslim is mudaf ilay. Mudaf must be light. Is it light? Yes, it is, because we don't have a tanween over here. Muslimin, is it what were the rules for that? Well, Muslim, we said that mudaf ilay must be jar. So for mudaf, no alif lam. Remember those rules? No alif lam and must be light. No alif lam, must be light. Muslim must be jar, and it is a jar. I never said mudaf ilay, which is Muslim, cannot be heavy. It can be heavy. Okay, Kitabu Muslimin. So this is fine. Now, the rule for number 7 is, and it is related to idafa. And let me erase these. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna move this guy over a bit. Non-value add time for this video, but it's important. Let's see. Boom. That's nice. All right. So the rule is, if the word after off, which is if the mudaf ilay, in our case Muslim, mudaf ilay is proper, mudaf is proper. Okay, mudaf ilay is proper, then mudaf is proper. So what does that mean? In our case, when we had, kitabu Muslimin, well, the question is Muslim proper? No, it's not. It's not proper. Why is it not proper? Because none of these rules apply. It's not a proper name. It's not a pronoun. It's not a pointer. It doesn't have an alif lam on it, right? You're not calling some Muslim, right? So Kitabu Muslimin could be a book of any Muslim. Okay, so this is not proper. But if it was, if I had, let's say, something like Kitabul Muslimi. Now alif lam makes something proper. So if alif lam is applying on Muslim is proper, then kitab, which is mudaf in this case, is proper. Okay, so basically, if the second word in an idafa, which is mudaf ilay, if this word, the second word in mudaf ilay, is proper. So in the case of, let's say, kitabullahi, is, first of all, Allah, the word Allah is definitely a proper name, right? And it also has an alif lam, so it must be proper. And so that means the word kitab is also proper. When you say kitabullahi, you know it's a specific book that belongs to something that is specific. So kitabullahi, the word kitab in this case would be proper. So if the mudaf ilay is proper, mudaf must be proper, and that is the study of type. All right. So that takes care of our study of isms, and in next video I'll be basically recapping what we have done so far, and we'll see what else is for next 2 weeks that we have left, what else we need to study. And of course we can learn rules all day long, and they'll never finish. There's always going to be exceptional rules that we can keep on adding up, but I think these are some of the main rules that we need to learn. Now let's try to put them together in the next few classes and look at the Quran and see, hey, this is the mudaf ilay. Hey, look, I can see some proper and commons going on. I know this is a singular, masculine, or plural. Hey, these are the verbs that we know. So let's look at the next video and kind of recap everything what we've done. Thank you.